We're back with another episode of the
Bro,
podcast.
bro, what are we 6 weeks into the 6 weeks deep?
Is it 6 weeks? I don't like to
Yeah,
think about
that
it.
is, dude. We are 6 weeks deep into this podcast, I believe. No, five weeks. What's 5 times 7? 42? No, 35.
35.
We're 6 weeks deep.
Did you do anything important today?
I went for a walk for like an hour.
That's it.
Pretty cold outside.
I so for the first time since February 2016, I have unsubscribed from the Wrestling Observer Figure 4 website.
Wow. Why? What happened, dude?
So I woke up this morning and I was like, I just don't care about wrestling right now. Like I care, but not really. Like I'll watch AEW, it'll be on, and like certain things will like get me all fired up, like that, that match to main event Dynamite this week. Like that was
Yeah.
like awesome. But like I don't know, I like they're uploading so many clips to YouTube now where it's like, I mean, if I
Oh, okay.
want
I
like a
get it.
good clip, I'll just watch it on the thing. Plus, like, it's like there's not a lot going on in wrestling,
You're
and I have so many
saying,
podcasts to listen to.
you're saying they're giving too much away on their thing where you just get your taste and you get your fill and you're good.
Yeah, yeah.
That
Anything
makes sense.
that's like, anything that like stands out is going to be on the thing.
I didn't
And
realize that. That's wild that you say that though. Like it just clicked in my head. I'm like, damn, like they really do post all like the main stuff people listen to.
yeah, and because the thing is with that is people used to do it themselves, but then Brian was like, well, what the heck? Like they're stealing my stuff and they're putting it out there, so I might as well steal my own stuff and put it out there. So like, here's the thing. I 100% will still go to war, for Dave and Brian and Vinny and Craig and Tom, whoever. Like I still like think of them as, like my favorite wrestling content, like of all like podcasts or whatever. They're the only ones that I care to listen to. Um, but like my whole thing with it is, I haven't read the Observer in maybe like maybe like 6 months, and I I used to wake up every Thursday when I was in school. I would like wake up 30 minutes early, like not on purpose. It would just happen on Thursdays, and then I would just like lay in bed and read the Observer to see if like what people were going to be talking about that day. You know what
Yeah,
I mean?
you read it during like Revolution and stuff, didn't you?
What?
Like during like Revolution, like February,
What about it?
January, February. You didn't read Observer at all?
I know I mean I maybe looked on there to see like what the star ratings were for those matches, but that's like honestly the last time that I checked it. And then with the podcast is big because when I have nothing to do at work, I listen to podcasts. But that took the thing with that is, well, first off, I'm not driving anywhere. You know what I mean? Like I used to put the Observer on in the morning when I would like
Yeah.
drive, and I knew
Same.
that it would get me to work, and like it would be exactly the length of the time. Um,
I would put on Wrestling Observer, download it, and like that'd be my drive home. Like
yeah,
almost to the T. And I would just wait in the car when it finishes. Sometimes I'd get like home a little early and just wait it out.
and um, what was I saying? Like the thing they had like the end of the like Retro Nitro. They had that live show, and that was
Yeah.
awesome. That was on Twitch, and that was something where I wanted to watch that live on the video because if I waited, like it wasn't going to be as fun, like pre-recorded. And then um, my app that I bought when I got the Observer to download podcasts, it's called Downcast. It's one of the ones they recommend. So I bought it years ago, and I've used it ever since. That for whatever reason, it keeps coming up with an error every time I tried to download the Observers,
Yeah.
or like any of the shows. So I was just like, instead of fixing this, like my it renews every month on the 11th. So I was just like, it's the 8th. I'm a couple days away. I might as well unsubscribe now. And like I'm going to like, and then the other thing was I was trying to stay subscribed um for when All Out tickets went on sale, but at this point I don't think we're gonna have an All Out weekend, because I wanted to like use the perks of the Observer to
Yeah. Like
like
literally, that's like my all in, what, Double or Nothing and All Out tickets the past 2 years.
yeah. So that's why it's like we're not gonna have that show probably. And the next
If
time I
breaking
would
news is
what?
probably they say that SummerSlam might be canceled, which probably will be in some shape or form with no
Yeah,
fans.
I
Not
don't
allowed.
think we're gonna have any fans this year. But
Or even they'll do
what?
it in maybe they'll do it in like Florida, maybe minimal amount, but barely any.
Yeah, I don't think it'll be many. But like I just kind of I don't know, like and then like I added up this was like I did this after the fact. I added up the um like how much I've spent since I've subscribed. And I saw that number and just like I saw with the WWE network, I was like, yeah, so I could have what could I have done with that money? And like again, I 100% support Brian, like especially Brian Alvarez,
Yeah.
because like he's just like a good guy, and like I think people give him too much crap. Like I don't think people understand
People
what
like
Brian
okay,
and Dave are.
people headline read with them. They headline read and
Yeah,
then they'll like go freak out. Or someone will post like a clip like at the wrong time and they won't hear the full explanation or like the full 10-minute where they talk about it
exactly.
and then they'll go on a rant and it's like you don't know anything about anything. Like we could say something and then someone could clip it out in 1 minute and it's like, oh, we're like we hate this. It's like, no, we're just talking about this and
Yeah.
saying an opinion about one thing. Doesn't mean we hate or love the person. Brian and Dave like do that all the time.
Yeah, and like they don't understand like oh, I don't think a lot of people because of that they don't understand like if they say something and like normally that would be like a joke like inside like they're just I mean, if you take them as serious news, like, I mean, I used to take every single thing that they said, like, as gospel, and I would like, oh, like if they say it, then it must be right, and I still kind of do that now as like a joke, but like, I mean, at the end of the day, like, nothing is true until it happens, and
But it's
like,
funny how much like they're right and like they
yeah,
get thing wrong and people like, oh my God, why do people listen to them? It's like, I don't know, dude. We just that just is. Like they're not gonna get everything right. Also, every single news place that you like go to their website,
yeah,
most of them have say underneath from Wrestling Observer newsletter. Like 5 minutes
exactly,
later there'll be like an article about something like, yeah, I already read about that, already knew about that. It's like kind of whatever. And people don't realize like they're a lot of websites source from them.
yeah. So, and
Kind
then
of
like I'm just trying to limit the amount of subscription services that I have. Like obviously like I have Disney with ESPN and Hulu. That's one package. I have Spotify, which Spotify will never ever get rid of. And then that's pretty much it when it comes to well, and then Adobe, but like that's whatever. So
so
like I just with especially with Barstool being like such a big thing, um, like I get I get my content fill like and I don't like more and more as I'm like getting older like the more and more I care about like wrestling content. You know what I mean? Like I want to go
exactly.
to like a wrestling show. Like I want to watch like a fun wrestling show, and like I mean I don't know like it's just
You're gonna
like
hover as less smart Mark esque and more just like a regular fan, and you'll watch here and there.
what do you mean?
That's what it seems like you're turning to, which is
Well,
fine.
here's the thing like for like the I mean I don't see like for me personally, I just don't understand like we have this Money in the Bank show coming up and it's like people are going to find so many things wrong with it. Like why do you care so much about like complaining about the wrong stuff and why don't you like just enjoy like the fun stuff. Like just make a joke out of the wrong. Like it was something stupid. Like you know what I mean? Like that Bray Wyatt thing, the whatever it was, like against Cena at WrestleMania, like, don't complain about that. Don't complain about how bad Randy Orton and Edge was. Like, just like enjoy it. Like, you know what I mean? Like, and I've complained about stuff all the time. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I complain about Vince every day, but like, it's just, it's like, well, I don't understand it. So, yeah, just saving some money, saving 10.99 a month, and then when wrestling comes back to normal in whenever, I'm definitely gonna subscribe again for like like in December for the Christmas show. Um, but then again, who knows? Because they moved all their video stuff to YouTube, and I'm thinking, I wonder if you need to get a subscription to the website if you just want to watch the podcasts on YouTube. So, and that would save me $4 a month
Yeah,
by doing that. Like I couldn't download the shows, but I could watch them. Like so, yeah,
I
that's
don't know.
that.
So okay, all right. You're gonna unsubscribe to everything, and you realize how much money you're saving. Are you gonna put like that whatever 20, $25 away
What do you mean?
every month? Just like, hey, I have $25 extra. Might as well just throw this, like, save this.
Um, I mean, like I could. I could do that, but it's just like one less it's one less thing like to see in, you know, like on the statement that says like minus 10.99 like
Yeah,
each month. So it's just one less thing that I have to worry about. And I could put that back into something that I've been going crazy with the past couple of days is like I'm trying to like get every single White Sox player, like some of the like the bigger names on the White Sox, like an autographed card of theirs. So I've been like on this trek to, going nuts on eBay, and I've been buying a lot of cards the past couple of days. So that's another reason why I was like I am more invested in this than I am listening to, wrestling podcasts.
hmm.
So, but we have Money in the Bank coming up, and
We have
with
Money in the Bank coming up on Sunday. I
which
feel
I
like this
had
should be
no
like,
idea about.
I feel like we should kill this podcast, post it today, and just post the Money in the Bank tomorrow.
What?
We should just stop this podcast and just start Money in the Bank and just do that for tomorrow.
Well, let me talk about Money in the Bank for a second. Not the matches, but I went on WWE Shop, and I gotta give some credit to WWE because talk about like, you know, I mean, like taking like something like negative and turning it into a positive. The shirts that they put up for Money in the Bank are probably some of the best WWE shirts they've like put up in a while. They have this one where it's like a like an office like room sign where it's a bunch of um like characters going up to the top of the ladder, and it says Money in the Bank like it would like an office sign. That's really cool. They have a blueprint shirt that looks pretty sweet for like Money in the Bank, and then the event shirt and the event poster. The back of the shirt says "I wish I was there." I mean, it's like the little things, you know what I mean? Like, it's
I
just
like
a
I
funny
like
thing.
the Office shirt, but they should actually make a mug.
Um, yeah, I mean, if they were smart, they would make a mug,
So,
but
just like, was someone binging The Office and be like, "Hey, let's make these two shirts"?
like
'Cause I feel like that's what happened.
I always say um like there's a lot of shirts on WWE shop where I'm like I'd buy that if it was on sale because like I don't want to pay full price for a WWE shirt because I know it's going to go on sale at some point. Like this office shirt, I'd buy that when it goes on sale.
I don't know. Green is too bright. Too not too bright, but like
But as a
I don't know.
person that has 75% black t-shirts,
Black,
black wrestling
all
shirts,
black,
so
everything.
you know what I mean? Like I need some color. I need some green. I need some blue. I need some. That's why I have the yellow Kylie Ray shirt because I was like, I'm definitely gonna get a yellow shirt. Like yellow's the best. You know what I mean?
I don't know about best, but I guess
Well, it's my favorite color,
that's
so
true.
it's good stuff.
Let's talk
But
about these Blade shirts, dude. Why do he has the most randomest writing on there? Like, why didn't it
which
say
one?
the game? It always has to say like some like Roman word, you know?
What are you talking about?
It's just like Triple H shirts in general.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know about Triple H shirts, but I mean, if you scroll up, you got those that Johnny Gargano and Candice LeRae shirts. Those are pretty sweet. Um, like that just looks like a cool looking like band t-shirt almost. And then even the like the new vintage like wash shirts, like the Kevin Owens one, I thought about buying. That looks sweet. Like I know Breach doesn't like faces on t-shirts, but I mean like that Macho Man and the NWO shirt. I mean those are awesome. Rhea Ripley has a shirt. I'm gonna buy that if it goes on sale. Um, I
The
mean it's
Rhea Ripley one,
just
like kind of like a band shirt, like
I
a
mean they all look like band shirts. That's why I like them. Like you know what I mean? That's why I like them so much.
Drew looks like he's naked and a shield's covering him. Let's go with
Yeah.
that, sure.
Same with Daniel Bryan.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I feel like Drew's more. I don't know. You can
Yeah,
see
I know
more.
what you mean now.
And it's just like, are you sure about that?
Look at that 8-bit shirt. Like that's I mean that like that could have been done better. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like that was a good idea and it could have been done a whole lot better. You could have like made it into something almost. But
They could've made like choose your fighter.
yeah, you could have done something like that. Um Like I don't know, like I don't understand like this like double thing. Or you could have put on the front side of the shirt, like you basically the men's matches on the front, the women's on the back, or vice versa, and then you fill the shirt with a huge like square of like the six people like in the like I can picture it in my head. Like take what they have there, piece it together, and blow it up on the shirt, and then put like the men's on one side, the women's on the other, and then the Money in the Bank logo like in the middle of each side.
Yeah.
Because just it makes more sense that way. Like the what's it called? The shirt that we got at C2E2, the one like
Oh, you
the
got. I didn't get that shirt.
okay, well I got that shirt and it was kind of like the same idea of like the comic book gaming kind of idea, I guess you can say.
Mm.
So, but with that being said, I mean we just talked about nothing for today, so that's pretty good. Tune in tomorrow for our Money in the Bank predictions,
Money in the
and it
Bank
should be
preview,
very
dude.
interesting.
Even though we're gonna record it right after this.
Should be very interesting. So,
There we
thanks
go.
for watching, listening, and we'll talk to you again. Shout out to Brian after a while.
You're